Hey, what's up, folks? How's it going? This is Abhijit here, and welcome to DevOps Challenge Hub. So let's start with today's interview question, and let me share my screen. So, question is: describe a time you resolved an RDS outage, and what metrics did you monitor? So, you have to narrate an incident where you faced one RDS outage in your DevOps career and how you fixed that. So, we can start with like this: one evening, our production RDS database, which was a PostgreSQL suddenly started causing issues. So users were complaining about checkout process was hanging and our API log shows database connection error. So as an on-call DevOps engineer, my first goal was to find out what exactly was wrong and get the system up quickly. So I went straight to the CloudWatch to check the key metrics. So I noticed that CPU utilization is very high, almost 90%. Database connections were also at their maximum limit. So it meant that app was opening too many connections. I had too many connections were open and storage space looks normal, so a disk wasn't issue. It wasn't a disk issue. Then I saw that read operations and write operations were unusually high. That also means that there is a heavy activity going on. So then I opened enhanced monitoring to look at the OS level. Then I could see that system load was high, a lot of threads were waiting at the disk IO. And then I checked performance inside, and which shows query level details. So in one query, I saw that it's scanning the whole order table and it was consuming much of the resources. So it's kind of uh, not proper query, or we call runaway queries. And to fix things quickly, I killed that query and increased that instance size from M5 large to M5 large X. So that give the system some breathing room. And once things are stabilized, I work with the developers to rewrite a query and add the missing index so that it wouldn't happen again. And we also set up PG bouncer for connection pooling to prevent the database from hitting the connection limit in future. And as a preventive step, I created CloudWatch alarm. For example, alerts if CPU goes above 80% or if connection reaches 80% of the limit. So I will get an enable SNS notification so that we will get an immediate alert for RDS failover or disturb before user starts conflict. And service was restored within 10 minutes. And after the fixing the query and added the index, response time dropped from around 5 seconds to 200 milliseconds. And because of that, new alarms and monitoring setup, we could catch performance issues much earlier than in future incidents. So overall, this experience taught me the value of using all three views together: CloudWatch, enhanced monitoring, and performance insights. So these are the three things I used: CloudWatch, enhanced monitoring, and performance insights. So performance insight, I get the query level visibility. So this combination gave us a complete picture, help us build a strong monitoring and incident response system. So now let's go to the quiz section. You can pause the video and try to answer. During an RDS outage, what is the first place you would check for signs of resource saturation? We'll check CloudWatch metrics like CPU utilization, database connection, and IOPS. So CloudWatch is the place we need to go. Answer is B. If your application log shows too many connections to RDS, which CloudWatch metric would confirm that issue? It's a database connection, not a pull connection, it's a database connection. Answer is B. Which RDS feature gives query level visibility to identify slow or blocking SQL statement? Query level visibility to identify slow or blocking SQL statements, this is basically performance insight. Shows top SQL queries by DB load, wait types, and user helping pinpoint runway or inefficient queries. So runway queries are inefficient queries. During outage, CloudWatch showed CPU utilization greater than 90%, database connection near the max. What does this likely indicate? CPU utilization is very high. Database connections also nearly max, so that means app connection pool exertion and runway queries causing CPU saturation. CPU plus high connection, inefficient queries, or app connection leaks. It's not a storage or configuration issue. So maybe some connection leaks happening. That's why connection pool is getting exhausted, and maybe because of inefficient queries. 90% are getting used. So runaway queries and inefficient queries, unlike it's a database queries, it consumes excessive system resources like CPU, memory, I/O for a long time, much longer than expected. It's a queries that go out of control. Why it will go out of control? Because full table scan on large data set, inefficient joins or missing indexes, stuck in a loop or lockbit, or executed repeatedly due to poor application logic. So because of these results, it may query may perform badly, and we will call it a runaway query or query goes out of control. Next question is, if storage space is healthy but read offs and write offs are spiking, what is the likelihood? Storage space is healthy, read write offs is a problem. So query or index efficiency causing high disk I/O. Maybe query, the way query is written, or inefficient because it's a or index is missing, maybe. So usually missing index or large scans. Which of the immediate mitigation helps stabilize an RDS instance suffering from high CPU due to runaway queries? So kill the offending query. The query which is causing problem, kill it and scale the instance. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also follow my LinkedIn page, AWSDevops, and join my WhatsApp communities where I post daily job updates and interview tips and career tips. Thank you for watching this video. See you again in the